Hi everyone, this is Matt Archambault from DrawingTutorialsOnline.com, and in this drawing tip of the week I want to talk about composition, specifically compositional shapes. Now before we get to the compositional shapes, I want to just introduce this artist to you that I discovered by accident. I was teaching my last class drawing at the Met, and there was a a special exhibition on Augustus St. Gaudens, and this artist right in front of you, this etching, is by Anders Zorn, and he is a Swedish artist, and really, I fell in love with his etchings. They were really unbelievable, and I mean, I wasn't supposed to take pictures in the exhibition. I mean, there's this drawing all over the internet. You just type in Zorn etching, and you'll find it immediately on a Google search. But I had to sneak a couple pictures in with my iPhone at the Met when the guards weren't looking, and so basically it was just like a real happy discovery, all by accident, and I was blown away. I mean, this is exactly how I teach composition with compositional shapes. Let's get into it right now. I'll keep this short for you. Basically, let's just first talk about where you look first. You know, the first place you look, let's show them on the right layer. You look right there because it is a black next to a white. So you look right at the artist who is Augustus. You look right at his head first, okay, because of the contrast. And this is something that I teach big time. And you also look right over here. Okay, you look at that edge. That's a pretty severe edge. And after you look at him, you know, this line, this rim light right over here, pulls us right to the woman in the background. Okay, and it's just a beautiful way to compose. I absolutely love the way that she is going into the background. Now, this is what I would really focus on in my illustration class: contrast in values. A white value, which I'm outlining right now, next to a black value, will lead my eye. Similar values, this value right over here, which is kind of like a dark middle tone, next to this value, which is a middle tone, they're not contrasty. So we're not going to look there. I mean, this dark value right here, next to this one, is not contrasty. So basically, the artist is using contrast to lead our eye around the page. I mean, that is number one in this quick little tutorial. Now, the second thing that I want you guys to think about when you're composing is the overall compositional shape. This compositional shape, where most of the information is in this L shape. Okay? A lot of stuff in this L shape. So you want to have a shape in your drawing, painting, digital art, animation that is filled with tone, with shape, with texture, and then you also want to have a shape that is empty, and this lower right part of the composition is kind of void of information. You've got a couple sketchy lines over here. So basically, you know, if I was going to yeah, there we go. Let's just get a little transparency over here. Just go a little bit darker with this, just to kind of emphasize what I'm talking about. This is what I teach big time, and I can't tell you how crucial this is for me in my teaching with students, and a lot of students just don't get this compositional shape thing, especially students that draw with line. So I kind of force them to give it a shot. Now, this is in kind of an upside down L shape. It's really cool. Why isn't my brush going? My computer's acting weird right now. But think about the computer. Think about the compositional shape when you're composing, and study other artists. Now, I'm able to use this artist's work because, let's talk about copyright very quickly. This artist, Anders Zorn, Z-O-R-N, died in 1920. So you can use an artist's work 70 years after they have died. So it's over 70 years, so I'm not violating his copyright. So what I would, you know, really encourage you to do is to go around and find some artists that you really like and study them, especially the compositions. Study the compositions because you're going to learn a lot from. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. And I discovered this guy's work, and it opened up a whole new door for me. So that's pretty much the tip of the week. The tip of the week is to, of course, I had to do it on the same layer. I'm such a traditional artist; it's not even funny. Basically, look at this value contrast. Think about that big time. Think about your compositional shape big time. All right, so I appreciate you watching the drawing tip of the week. I will see you soon.